Well, speaking of, getting better in jiu-jitsu and getting better in life.
Sure.
Any suggestions on how people could get better?
Yeah. So when you start doing jiu-jitsu, what kind of gi you're going to get? That's probably one of the 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 questions you're going to have. The first 4. What kind of gi you get? That's going to be one of them. That's my guess. Mm-hmm. That's my prediction. You could be in jiu-jitsu and still say, hey, what kind of gi should I get? New gi, whatever. Anyway, here's the answer. Origin. You get an Origin gi. That's what you do. Because they are factually, see how rigid I'm being right there. Mm-hmm. Factually the best gis there are. All made in America, by the way. Different types of gis there. They got some new stuff, by the way. Pete just sent me some new stuff. It's not that new. They're just different, like, styles. It's not gis. It's what I get, some sweats.
Oh, okay.
Which happen to be the most comfortable sweats in my experience.
He sent you new stuff and he didn't send it to me.
Sorry, bro. Some
they
people
must be joggers or something.
They are. They totally are. And they're
cool.
They're really good. But nonetheless, back to the gis. Get them at originmain.com. That's a good one. Support yourself. Support the jiu-jitsu. Support life.
Support America.
America. Oh, yes.
Because they're made in America.
Yep. From the dirt to the shirt.
From the dirt to the shirt.
The cotton that is grown in America turns into a gi. Somehow Pete does that part.
Isn't it kind of cool to think that when you put on a gi, like there's that gi came from a factory in Maine, came from a factory in Maine that was built specifically to make jiu-jitsu gis, and that there's people up there, workers up there, craftsmen up there that are sewing that gi for you. And then it gets put from Maine into a bag and sent to your house. Isn't that kind of right?
It is, yeah.
It's not like, can a gi have soul? I'm going to ask you that question. Can a gi have soul? We don't know the answer to that question.
Metaphorically speaking, I guess, yeah.
But we can make it an assessment from the outside. Yeah. If a gi has soul, then you'd want that soul to come from Maine. Right?
And if certain gis had souls and some gis didn't have souls, you would for sure want the gi with the soul.
Yes, 100%. Absolutely. And if gis do indeed have souls, which I tend to believe they do,
they could,
then you'd want the good souls, the American souls from Maine.
Yep. Well, if Pete starts making shoes, you'll know that they'll have souls.
Wow. Echo made it funny.
Nonetheless, originmain.com, that's where you get them. Also, in jiu-jitsu, okay, we got to be honest here. In jiu-jitsu, it's physical. You twist your arms, your neck, and your body. Not twist like injure it, but it gets some work.
Yeah.
And with work needs recovery. With recovery comes supplementation, good supplementation. Krill oil. I feel like I've said the word krill oil probably more than I've said any other food item or dietary supplement in my whole life.
Good.
I'm kind of happy about it because of how beneficial it is. Got more krill oil too, by the way, from Pete with the joggers, which are nice, by the way. Also, another one called Joint Warfare. These are all Jocko supplements, by the way, if you didn't know. Super Krill, not just regular. Jocko Super Krill. Joint Warfare, which is another formula for joint maintenance, reconstruction. Someone said, hey, I got knee surgery. Is this going to help me? Yes.
Yes.
It will help your knee recover, especially the meniscus situation, too.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anything where, so I'm not going to go too deep into it, but anything involving cartilage, like these that don't get a bunch of blood flow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They tend to degenerate over, everything degenerates, but over
Not
time.
Everything. Not for everyone.
Yeah, no complacency, right? Yeah. No backing off. Nonetheless, joint warfare, that's a good one. Maintain the joints. And this goes for any kind of physical activity. Your joints will thank you. Or you'll thank your joints. You'll thank Jocko for Jocko krill oil and joint warfare. Also, discipline. Not just regular discipline. It's a supplement discipline. It's a pre-mission cognitive enhancing.
Yeah, because people were making stuff that helped you physically, like a pre-workout, and then they were making nootropics that would help you mentally, like your cognition.
Sure.
And, in my job, especially my old job, guess what I needed? Both.
Both, yeah.
I needed to be mentally sharp. and I needed to be physically sharp.
Yeah.
So I wanted everything in the same like mix.
Sure. Bland.
That's why we
Gotcha.
made the discipline.
Yeah, and you didn't want to do the pre-workout and then boom, and then okay, let me go ahead and take the other one right here. Okay, boom, and then you wanted to
Get them both.
one time, one hit, one win.
And you feel it, and it feels good.
Yeah,
That's what, like, yesterday I was talking about the rounds I did. Yeah, because I knew I was coming in. I was going to pay the man, so I just hit the discipline.
Yeah. Tastes good too, by the way.
Yeah. Tastes amazingly good. What's interesting about it is because that's monk fruit.
Yeah.
It's monk fruit. You know about monk fruit?
No.
Monk fruit is the sweetener that's used in discipline. It's like, whatever, 87,000 times sweeter than sugar, but it's just a
So they
fruit.
just put a little bit in.
So you only need a little tiny bit in there.
Yeah.
Low glycemic index.
It's low on the glycemic.
Low
index.
on the glycemic index.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't give you the insulin spike.
Sure. And we'll just say
And there's
that's good.
Oh yeah, and just so people know, there's caffeine in it, but there's only 15 milligrams of caffeine, so you're not going to get jittery, but you get a little microdose
Yeah.
of get
A
some,
little help. A little caffeine
along
helper.
with the other. But monk fruit also, it like helps in it's legit.
Yeah. Other benefits on that one.
Yeah,
Nonetheless,
other
it's
bennies.
called discipline. Tastes good because Jocko wants it to taste good.
Yeah, that kind of freaked you out.
Yeah, it threw me off for sure.
You thought maybe I just want things to taste horrible, so it takes more discipline to drink it.
Not black and white like that. I was like, interesting that was part of the focus. But hey, good. I say good.
Well, you're going to be really happy that I have this attitude when the protein comes out.
Sure. Mint chocolate chip.
Yeah, the mint chocolate chip. Just FYI, it's not normal. And it's got the monk fruit in it, so that's the sweetener, so it tastes delish. And it doesn't taste like anything else. There's no way that it could taste this good and be what it is.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just I had to make up my own name for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig it. You did the right thing.
It's called Molk. MOLK with the umlaut over the O. You know why? Tribute to Motorhead.
Layers, bro.
Layers.
Good, man. I think that's good.
So yeah, pretty soon people are going to be on the Molk.
When is that?
It's a couple weeks. We've got it. We went through the final testing. It tastes good. It's easy to digest. Easy, all the good things.
Yeah, so remember back in
But
the day.
especially it's Molk.
Sure. Yeah. It kind of sounds like mead.
This is like, I don't even know what to say. It's not like a chocolate milkshake. It's not like a protein shake. It's like Molk.
I don't know, man. No. Remember Mega Mass, I think it was 5,000 or 3,000
Mega
or
Mass
1,000.
5,000.
Was it 5,000?
Probably.
No, it was 1,000.
2,000.
500 it might have been.
Okay.
I think that was at South Park. That was 5,000, right?
With double super colostrum 7.
I don't know.
They always had these
I don't know.
crazy. We used to make fun of those names.
Nonetheless, it was super delicious. It was like a big like dog food bag full of Mega Mass 500 or whatever it was. Chocolate, you drink it and it tastes straight up like a chocolate milkshake. Yeah. And guess what? It probably was just a chocolate milkshake.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the thing. You see all kind of like quote health foods nowadays. They're like, oh, this you look at the thing on a protein bar, and then compare the protein bar to a Snickers bar, and it's like the same content inside of it. So whatever. You got to be careful.
I saw a health.
That's what's cool. That's what was cool about discovering the monk fruit is being able to make stuff taste really good without having the crap artificial sweeteners in it.
Yeah, in a way, that's kind of going back to your roots, right?
Yes.
Like where it's like, okay, we got sweetness. Sweetness is a thing. It's a natural thing. We like it, for a reason. All this stuff, cool, man. Don't do away with the sweetness.
Yeah.
But when you start engineering foods to like to kind of like the advertising I was talking about.
Wait, maybe I should come up with something that just tastes horrible, and you just have to gut check to taste it just to test yourself mentally.
Yeah. See how good that does. Yeah, man. I'm sure everyone will get that.
I'll stick with the Molk.
Yeah, the Molk. Who made that word up? You? Oh yeah, Motorhead. Yeah. Gotcha. Nonetheless, that's going to be available. The Molk is going to be available in a few weeks, apparently.
Yeah.
For the Joint Warfare and Super Krill, and this is a good idea, by the way. Do the subscription, the recurring where you get, so you don't got to remember. No. You can get down to your last 3 pills because you don't know. If you have like 6 pills, that's 2 days. In my case, I don't know how many you take, but I know how many you take, but I don't know how many other people take. You get 6 pills in there. You don't know how many pills in there. You get one pill. Okay, I know there's only one.
Yeah.
By that time, too late. Even 6 pills, technically, it's almost too late. Pretty much. You go subscription. Don't worry about that stuff. Boom. Get the subscription. Also, like we said, geese, rash guards, compression gear, joggers. Most comfortable ones in the world. In my experience, I don't know. Maybe there's a more comfortable one. Maybe not. If there is, I have never seen it.
Do the joggers have a soul?
Probably. Felt like it.
They touched your soul. That's the important
They
thing.
comforted it for sure.
They comforted your soul.
100%. OriginMaine.com. Good way to support. Also, in Maine, the Jiu-Jitsu immersion camp. Immerse yourself in jiu-jitsu for half a week, right? Half a week and a half a week. There's like 2 sessions. Yeah. Can you do both sessions?
Yes, you can.
I mean, is that like a thing? Of course.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So there's an option for that. Boom. 1 week immersion into jiu-jitsu. Just learning. You know, it's not like boot camp where like, you know, you're going to be forced to do a bunch of calisthenics, which we don't advocate apparently anymore.
Oh no, we still advocate calisthenics.
I advocate calisthenics, especially like a burpee situation,
For
which
sure.
I think is.
I advocate all kinds of all calisthenics. Actually, you can't show me a calisthenic that I don't advocate. Even though people like are like sit-ups are no good, they work your psoas muscles. They don't even work. No, I advocate them too.
I like strong psoas muscles.
Yeah,
by the way.
Yeah, good.
You
Yeah,
gotta
they used to
stretch
tell me
them,
they were
though.
like, "Well, that doesn't even work your abs; it works your psoas muscles." I was like, "Cool, I have strong psoas muscles." Next question.
Yeah, first off, yes, they do work your abs. Trade. Don't do sit-ups for 1 year.
Yeah,
do
then
all
do
your
some
other
sit-ups.
stuff,
Yeah.
and then do 5 sets of burnout sit-ups, and then see if your abs are sore the next day. Don't say
What's
it
burnout
doesn't.
sit-ups?
Burnout means to failure.
Oh, okay.
That's a burnout.
Can
sit.
you even do sit-ups to failure?
Oh yeah, it's hard, and it's gonna burn.
How much time you got to have?
Bro,
long
you have
time.
the whole day. Here's the thing.
Oh, okay.
The point isn't how many sit-ups you can do or can't do. The point is
saying you
people
get sore.
saying sit-ups don't do your ab muscles. They do hip flexor and so they do that too, but they do your ab muscles. Nonetheless, I agree with you. Do you do jumping jacks?
Yeah.
I do jumping jacks too. Actually, I did jumping jacks last week. It was
There
part
was
of a Metcon, but still.
There was an old team guy workout. Back in the day.
Sure.
Jumping jacks, pull-ups. Jumping jacks, push-ups. You just do jumping jacks and push-ups. And you think it's no big deal, and then like you're 45 minutes into it, and you're like, I hate jumping jacks and push-ups.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever do something continuously for 45 minutes.
Yeah, well, that would
Maybe
just be
in
like the
the
first half of that workout. Stupid.
Yeah, that one would get, especially after you
Hey,
want to do that
anything,
again and again.
you can do any exercise, and you can make it suck after 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I can't even think of an exercise that doesn't suck after 45 minutes. You know, you used to do in buds, neck rotations. You used to do that in the teams too.
Yeah.
You're just laying down.
That's like,
You're like, okay, I'm just gonna lay down and move my head around.
oh,
Cool.
laying down. Yeah, I never
Yeah, you lay
done.
down neck rotations. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
1. Yeah, do that for 45 minutes. You're like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life, but I'm glad we're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Shit.
I figure the key would be, if you don't like the whole 45 minutes thing, is you do something that's hard enough of a movement that you don't have to do for 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's good if you don't want to just do something that sucks for 45 minutes.
I did a Metcon, like just kind of representative of what you were talking about earlier, where it was like how many of these two movements you can do within a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
So which was different. Usually I set my rest time to a certain time, and I do them, and boom. And yeah, that was a good little change up. Yeah, do that. Or you can do the jumping jacks and pull-ups for 45 minutes.
Jumping jacks, push-ups. This would be a
push-ups.
time when you wouldn't even have pull-up bars, so we're like on the
Straight
back
up in
of
the
a ship or something.
Yeah.
Like, okay, jumping jacks, push-ups.
Yeah.
Everyone just goes, oh, God.
Boring workout. Nonetheless, back to Origin. Jiu-Jitsu camp. You won't be doing jumping jacks, push-ups. 100%. Unless you want to, then you can, you know. But it's more learning jiu-jitsu, practicing jiu-jitsu. No pressure unless you put some pressure on yourself, which I recommend.
Yeah, do that too.
By the way. And roll with everybody, you know. Do some, what's the word? What's the rolling?
Randori.
Randori.
We'll be doing some randori and some nawaza.
And some kata. A lot of kata, by the way.
Kata too.
Yeah. Good. A lot of good instructors
I'll be there. You'll be there.
I will be there.
Dave Burke is going to be there.
Dave Burke's in the house. Big time.
He's got the bug.
Yeah.
Yeah, get some. I haven't talked to JP and or Leif. See if they're going to roll up and roll.
Oh, about the camp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But yeah, nonetheless, it is August 26th through September 2nd of this year. Also, speaking of boring workouts, Jocko workouts. doing 45 minutes of jumping jacks and push-ups. I don't think so. But if you want an interesting workout, actually, I shouldn't give you crap about it, because I did look on your Instagram and you had like some Bulgarian bag on there. So you vary your workout.
Oh yeah,
your workout gets interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I dig it. Credit.
Very interesting.
So if you want to make your workout interesting, get some new movements, new equipment in there, go to onit.com/Jocko. Go in there, get you some good kettlebells. Even though kettlebells, I guess, ultimately could be viewed as boring.
You can make them boring.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
If you're boring.
Yeah, you know what? Ultimately, that's really what it is. Because even me doing the same Metcon that I do all the time, all I did was switch up like one teeny tiny thing. So it was more about me than the workout.
For sure.
Or it was a workout about the equipment, less about the equipment, more about me. Nonetheless, if you want to make it about the equipment, Anna has the equipment. Maces, steel bells. See, I haven't even done that. That's like some advanced creativity stuff. Battle ropes, all this stuff that'll get you functional strength and actual strength. Just joking.
Bonus.
That's a thing. Anyway, onit.com/Jocko. Good spot. A lot of good info on there as well. Also, when you get this book called Mind Over Muscle, I'm going to list it. Can you get it on Amazon?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to list it on the website, JockoPodcast.com.
No, this was handed down to me through the ancient tradition.
Nope.
No.
Bro, whatever. You had a book before that wasn't available, and it looked kind of like that.
True.
Yeah, one of these old school, old style books. Nonetheless, not this one. When you get it, don't worry. Go to JockoPodcast.com. I'll put it in the book section with all the books. Boom. Click through there. Good way to support. And you get the book. Boom. Also, if you're doing other shopping, go ahead and continue doing that. Get the leaf blower. It's about to be, actually it's going to be summer before fall, huh?
So maybe get a weed whacker.
Weed whacker, some sunscreen, some surf shorts. Yeah. Get all that stuff. Good way to support yourself. Also, subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, whatever your preferred podcast listening device / application is, subscribe. Good way to support. Also, if you want to leave a review, don't hesitate on that one. Do what Kano says. Make a decision about leaving a review. Make a decision and just go. Don't hesitate on the review. Just do it. Leave it. Like everything in life, Review's no different. Also on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want. If you care even a little bit about the video version of this podcast and what Jocko looks like. And I don't care if you care about what I look like, but again, and I still get this, by the way, I guess, apparently I don't look how I sound. Is there, can you match up a voice to a face? You kind of can, huh?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, like you.
For sure.
But it's not like a one-to-one. It's kind of like like you hear the voice and then there's this ambiguous kind of group of faces that might go with it. It's one of those deals. It's not just one face comes to mind and that's it's not that. But it's like, I guess my face falls way outside of the group of faces that practically, not practically, but that seemingly probably match my voice.
I guess that's what I hear too.
Apparently, I still hear it. So, if you care, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I guess technically you wouldn't have to subscribe to, you just look at it. But if you want to support it at the same time, if you want, subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Also, we have excerpts on there, so that's another reason, by the way. You want to share these shorter excerpts with people, have them watch them. Boom. YouTube is the place to do it. Also, some enhanced excerpts. That's what I'm calling them today. Enhance. Put some music on there. Make you feel good about it. Here's the thing. You advocate discipline. Like, the way you feel doesn't matter. I would say this. It matters less than discipline. It still does matter.
Yeah.
When you're fired up to go do a workout. Whatever, bro. When you're fired up to go do a workout versus the day when you really don't want to do a workout.
Why is it then all the time people are like, oh, I didn't want to work out today, but I did it anyways, and I set a PR in my whatever?
Yeah.
Why does that happen?
That happens sometimes.
So your theory's wrong.
No.
Lock it up.
No, I wasn't done with my theory. If you feel like working out and you're fired up to go work out, that's going to be a good workout, chances are. Not all the time, I get it. If you really don't feel like working out, you're dragging ass. You got 5.5 hours of sleep, and you're not Jocko, by the way. And you're you ate some Snickers or something like this, and you're like, dang, I still got to work out. You really don't feel like it, and you have a bunch of other stuff to do, and you go work out.
Did I ever tell you about Snickerdoodle?
No. What is? I mean, I know what a Snickerdoodle is.
This guy in the teams whose name happened to be Nick,
Sure.
and we were like new guys, and we went on a compass course. The only food that he brought out in the field was Snickers. Like, you know, like the 12 pack of Snickers.
Sure.
Yeah.
I assume. Yeah.
He bought like 3 12 packs of Snickers,
And
and that's
his-
all he brought for 5 days.
Dang.
It didn't go down well.
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't think so.
He got a mega diarrhea case. And he was in pain.
So the whole marketing.
So his nickname was Snickerdoodle after that.
Oh,
His name was
gotcha.
Nick. Yeah, Snickerdoodle. Pretty funny.
Yeah.
He was pretty bummed out actually after that one.
It's good. We had a guy named Snickers on our football team at UH. Snickers. He was like he was the center.
Oh, that was his last name?
No,
Oh.
that was his nickname, full on. But that's how, you know how certain guys have their nickname is so strong you don't really, like you.
Yeah,
Like, it was like that. Nonetheless, back to the point. If you're fired up to go work out, chances are you're gonna have a better workout. Same thing with the Jocko's message. If you're fired up to listen to it, it might sink in better. Might. You put some good music on it, boom, might sink in better. It might. I don't know.
It's enhanced.
That's why it's enhanced, special messages. Nonetheless, the point there is subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want. Good way to support. Also, Jocko has a store. It's called Jocko Store. JockoStore.com. Patches are in. Guys been hitting me up.
I haven't seen beanies on there.
Yeah,
We got
it's
a
a
problem.
process. Well, here's the thing. I got to
we'll
prove
have
them
them right in time for July. So we got that going for us.
Yeah, I'm just.
Good job.
Hey, man, better late than never, I guess,
Yeah, I guess.
with those. In the
It
meantime,
doesn't apply when it's summertime and you get a beanie in the mail. Does not apply.
well, maybe I'll get the thin one
It's
so
just
you do
straight
it,
late.
you do it for
There's nothing better about it.
straight late. No doubt about it. Hey, look, you're right, and we're still gonna work hard on the beanies and get them out. Quality. Can't rush. Greatness. Quality.
Dude,
You know what I'm
9
saying.
months for a
You know-
beanie. That's
you know-
not about rushing.
You know what I'm
Could
saying.
have come through with all kinds of quality, like mega quality.
In-
Those things could have been knitted from cashmere. Yeah,
Could have grown the cotton.
Could have
Get
grown
Pete on the phone right
yeah.
now. All right. Well, I'm gonna continue to work, and when they're out, they're gonna be out. They're gonna be fantastic.
They better be.
All right. There
They
you
better
go.
Be amazing.
In the meantime,
Maybe it takes a lot to get a soul into a beanie.
yeah, it could be.
Got it.
Could be. In the meantime, there's some cool shirts on there. I think they're cool. Discipline equals freedom. Get after it. That's a good one. Simple, to the point.
Back to the book. New
Back to
shirt.
the book. That's a new one. I think we put out
All
another
book
new one.
titles.
Yeah, all of them on the back. Well,
Yeah.
all the book titles up
Up
until the
until-
point. Yeah, so
What
obviously
up
it's-
until what podcast?
I forget.
You should figure that out. That's like a layer.
yeah.
Should
Yeah.
be the first 100, but you probably didn't do that.
I think it
You
was
missed a
100.
layer.
No, it was like 100 something.
Layer's been missed. That's fine. Because then we could have put out another back to the book at 200.
Yeah, like the updated version.
Missed layer.
Yeah. Maybe not, or maybe I'll add a layer because layers are addable. Addable.
Maybe.
You can add layers. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, some shirts on there, some rash guards on there, some patches there, like I said, some women's stuff on there, hoodies, also decals. You know what a decal is?
Jesse's decals.
Jesse's decals. Here's the thing with decals, where they're essentially a sticker, right? And we all know what decals. I understand, but he uses like this stuff, like the material for this decal is like supposed to survive the apocalypse.
No, that's
like
good.
that kind decals.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, good way to support.
Jesse
Get
didn't
it.
play around with the
No,
decals.
not at all. And this guy, like, he was like, we go back and forth, and he's like, yeah, I make decals. I was like, yeah, that's a good idea, whatever. And then another company called, I think it was called Echelon Front, something like this. They got some decals. And I was like, dang, these decals, and obviously prompted me to, okay, we need our decals. They're legit. They are legit. And they're on JockoStore.com, by the
Check.
way. Good way to support. If you want something, get something. Also, psychological warfare. If you don't know what that is, this is what it is. It's an album with tracks of Jocko helping you through. This is what the track is. It's not a music track. It's Jocko on there, every track, helping you get through your moment of weakness. And we have them. I have them. Jocko has them, even though he, is reluctant to admit that from time to time. And what it does is, let's say you're gonna skip the workout. I think skipping workout, this is my opinion, skipping workout and not cheating on a diet. Can you cheat on a diet technically?
Yes.
Yeah, huh? It's like you're cheating.
You weren't supposed to do this,
yourself.
and you did it anyway. So
yeah,
that's
you
cheating.
betrayed yourself. You know, because you have a future self. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, your self of right now will make like a protocol, right? And then your future self essentially cheats on your...
Yeah. I saw some meme of Homer Simpson saying like, "Oh, this guy's future's not looking good." He's eating like a donut or whatever.
Yeah, exactly right.
Same idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, technically it is. If you're cheating on your past self on the diet, don't worry about that. You start feeling that feeling come along, you got to track for that. You just listen to it, and it's essentially like Jocko telling you why you shouldn't slip down that slippery slope in whatever activity. Some good ones on there, procrastination, all that stuff. So yeah, check that one out. Good way to support. Very effective too.
That's on iTunes, Apple Music,
Amazon
Music, Google Play, Apple iTunes, wherever you can get MP3s. That's where you can get it.
Yes.
Also, you can get from Amazon, you can get Jocko White Tea. It tastes really good. It does have 15 grams of caffeine, so that's a little microdose. That's why I put 15 grams of caffeine inside the Discipline, because that was the dose that I like. It has, but it's only 15 milligrams, so you don't get jittery. It also has a high level of antioxidants. That's what the pomegranate does. That's why it's pomegranate white tea. And of course, in addition to those things, it is the only white tea that comes the guaranteed 8,000-pound deadlift.
Solid.
So that's good. You got that going for you. Even Jordan Peterson now, I got a text from him, and he's up to 8,000 pounds.
Oh, dang,
on his
okay.
deadlift.
Good.
Yeah. So because he was plateaued at 7,000 pounds, as he admitted on. He doesn't like to admit his weaknesses either, but there it was.
Yeah, it's hard.
7,000 pounds. You know, pretty sad. Books. No, now he's at 8,000. So good for him.
Oh, good.
Yeah, all it took was a little Jocko White tea. Also, we got some books. I got a book called Way of the Warrior Kid, the principles of being a warrior and really of being a good human being, and they're in there, and they are simple, and they're clear enough for a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old, an 8-year-old, an 80-year-old to understand them. And it gets better because the story continues in the book Way of the Warrior Kid 2, Mark's Mission. And this book starts to hit on some other principles in life. Keeping your emotions under control, working hard, being frugal, saving money, and also dealing with Nathan James. Nathan James, new bully, psychological bully, a little bit different. Mark wants to fight him. Mark figures, hey, I've been training jiu-jitsu, I'm going to fight this guy. But instead, Uncle Jake says, no, you can fight him. First, you have to gather intelligence on him. You have to figure out what's going on with Nathan James. Understand why he's your enemy and see if there's another way to solve this problem besides fighting. Turns out to be very good. Also, Mark has a jiu-jitsu tournament coming up. And guess what? He doesn't want to compete in it. He doesn't want to do his first jiu-jitsu tournament. Why? Because he's afraid. He's afraid of losing. He's afraid of failing. Fear of failure. That's bad. So he's got all these problems. How does he overcome them? Well, luckily, Uncle Jake's in the house. Uncle Jake is out for the summertime. Gives him a hand. That book is going to be available April 24th. Same thing with all the other books. Well, the last 2 books that have come out. It's going to sell out. The publisher doesn't understand how many books to make. They want to hedge their bets. So they're just going to make a certain amount. So the more people order now, first of all, you'll get it when it comes out. And second of all, they'll know that they need to make more. And order it from wherever. Order it from Amazon. Order it from Barnes & Noble. But go into your local bookstore. This is a mission. Go to your local bookstore and tell them you want the book, Mark's Mission, Way of the Warrior Kid 2. Tell them you want that. That will help spread the word. And also, while you're helping out Warrior Kids, check out IrishOaksRanch.com, where you can get soap made by young Aiden, who's only 12 years old. He's got his own business. And the soap isn't just any soap, it's good soap. And he actually called it Jocko Soap. And the Jocko Soap motto that I made up.
Yep.
Aiden gets no credit for this. The motto is, stay clean. And someone said there's a layer in that. steak lean.
Damn.
Steak lean, stay
Yeah.
clean. So layers, no big deal.
Big time, actually.
Yeah. Also, don't forget about the Discipline Equals Freedom Field Manual. This is the manual for getting after it. Thoughts and actions that will keep you off the slippery slope and to keep you on the path of discipline, and thereby, as the title says, the path of freedom. If you want the audio version of that, it's not on Audible. It's an album with tracks. Discipline Equals Freedom Field Manual on iTunes, Amazon Music, Google Play. That's where you can get it. Also, Extreme Ownership, Combat Leadership, broken down into pragmatic strategies and tactics that you can apply to your business and life. Boom. Still on the Amazon bestseller list. Still on Wall Street Journal. Keeping it real. And if you want or you need to take it to the next level, Echelon Front is my leadership and management consulting company. The overwhelming factor in the success of any business or team is leadership. That's what it is. And at Echelon Front, we come to your company and train and align your leadership so that you work effectively together as a team to dominate your battlefield. It's me. It's my brother Leif Babin, JP Donnell, Dave Burke. You can email info@echelonfront.com or visit the website echelonfront.com. And of course, the muster is our leadership seminar. We're only doing 2 this year. Washington, D.C., May 17th and 18th, and San Francisco, October 17th and 18th. The D.C. muster is 2/3 sold out right now. It's 2/3 sold out, and it's going to sell out soon. The SF muster is in October, and it's already 1/3 sold out. So both of them are absolutely going to sell out. We can't expand the spaces anymore. We packed as many chairs in there as we can and desks, so we can't fit any more people. So if you want to come, get registered now at extremeownership.com. The entire Echelon Front team will be there. All of us, including Echo Charles. And by the way, there's no green room. We won't be backstage getting our scalps massaged. No, we will be out front. We'll be kicking it with you, interacting, answering questions, talking, eating, working out, hanging out, just basically getting after it with you. So come and get it at the muster. Get registered as quick as you can. And until we do the muster, if you have questions or comments or answers, or you just want to cruise with us, kind of hard, then you can find us on the interwebs, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Shibuki. Echo is at Echo Charles, and I am at Jocko Willink.